What's up, people? Enrico Piernelli, your fitness sensei, and today I wanted to talk to you simply about some steps that you could take to help kickstart your weight loss program, kickstart your journey, and help give you sustainability to it. The main focus with any workout program, whether you're looking to lose weight, you're looking to build muscle, regardless of what your program is or what your goals are, is to actually remain consistent. So consistency is key. And if we set the appropriate foundation, it's very easy for us to stay very consistent with our program and have it built into what we do. Obviously, the first thing that we need to do is we need to first define specifically what your goal is. So when we talk about defining what your goal is, this is going to be to break down where you're looking to be. What vision of yourself are you working towards? Now, given I'm going to take a little bit of bias with this and come under the assumption that your objective is to be healthier, more fit, and obviously with the tone of this video is weight loss. But when we're breaking down this very specific goal, what I want you to do is I want you to set actually a very large reach goal as to how much weight you're looking to lose. The reason I want you to set that goal is because that's going to be our exciting goal. And then, like anything else that we do, we're going to break it down into more bite-sized pieces. So once we have that goal, let's just, for instance, say that it's 50 pounds, because losing 50 pounds is obviously a very large goal for many of us. And it would, for many people, the 71% of people in America who are overweight to obese, 50 pounds for many of them would get them much closer, much healthier, much more fit, and able to do the different activities that they may want to do. So let's take that 50-pound goal for as a basic example. Our objective is going to be to break down that goal across a time frame. So what I would say is, if your goal is 50 pounds or more, realize right here and now that your goal is going to take roughly a year. And then we're going to break down the behaviors where if everything falls in place appropriately, it's a little bit less. But we want to set ourselves up for reasonable expectations. And we also want to make sure that we are staying on pace and give ourselves room for some hiccups, because any progression, whether it's weight loss, building muscle, lifting heavier weights, anything that you do, fitness, health, career, relationship-wise, you will hit these peaks and valleys and plateaus, and we need to leave ourselves room for the plateaus, for lack of a better term. So 50-pound weight loss goal, we're going to set that up for roughly a year. Now, in a year, 50 pounds is going to break down to be just under between 4 and 5 pounds per month. That is going to get us right to our goal. So that breaks down to be roughly a pound a week. Now, to lose a pound a week consistently for an entire year, a little bit less obviously, but to lose roughly a pound a week consistently for an entire year is amazing. Now realize that's really more of the average, because what happens is we'll have some weeks where we don't lose any weight, we'll have some weeks where we'll lose 2 pounds. So I want to look at it and say, okay, well, a pound a week is really what I'm looking to do. Then from there, again, we need to set the very strong foundation, develop an understanding of exactly where we're at, and then start to institute the appropriate habits for us to be able to move forward and progress forward and achieve our goal. Because the entire key, what we're really looking for from the program, is consistency. I know you've heard it from plenty of other coaches out there that consistency is key. God knows you heard it from your sport coaches when you're in school. Your teacher said it to you. Consistency is key. Developing the healthy habits over time is what's going to be able to drive you towards whatever results you are looking for. So now that we have our very specific goal, both the large goal and kind of the intermediate step goals, now we can then start to explore how we are going to accomplish that goal. The way that we're going to start this out is by keeping logs of our food and our activity. This is going to start to give us a sense of our baseline, just without worrying about adjusting your diet or adjusting your activity level. Just this is what we currently do. This is where we're at. And even just from looking at it and examining it, you're going to be both more active and eat better, just because you're going to log it, and you're not going to want to log the bad foods. When you're logging your foods or your exercise, write down how it makes you feel. Does it bring you joy? Did you enjoy it? With your diet, start to emphasize things that you are cooking, whole foods. If something that you're having has an ingredient list, I want you to lean far, far, far more on the stuff that you are actually preparing yourself. If you're not exactly sure how to cook, God knows if you look up cooking on YouTube or Google, you'll find millions of recipes guiding you specifically to whatever ingredients you have around and how to cook them and prepare them in healthy, nutritious, and delicious ways. So we're not going to go for a specific diet or a specific caloric intake amount. What we're going to instead do is we're going to focus on providing our body with the nutrients that it craves. Eating whole nutrient-dense foods. These are your dark leafy greens, your sweet potatoes, your meats, your fish. All of those things are very nutrient-dense, nutrient-rich foods. What you're going to do is you're going to keep that log, and you're going to pay attention to if something bloats you. If you're eating to the point of being bloated, you either overate or what you ate is not currently agreeing with your system. You're actually not getting the nutrients that you're looking for. As far as activity goes, literally just start being more active. So whether that is you have a very sedentary job, as the vast majority of us do, where you're sitting at a desk all day, you're sitting down all day, and you're just getting up, you're making a point of walking every day, regardless of what that activity is, whatever brings you joy, keeps you safe, and keeps you moving, that's what's going to start to increase the amount of calories that we're burning each and every day. Weight loss can be broken down into calories in being less than our calories out. As long as we can output more calories than we're putting in, our body will be burning calories, and thus, we will be losing weight on the grand scale. Now, there are certain factors, hormones, stress, water, all of these things, but basically, as long as we're taking in less calories than we're putting out, we're going to be in good shape. Once we have our two logs of what we're putting in our body and what we're putting out, or our activity versus our diet, once we have those logs, then it's very easy for us to look at our diet and decrease our diet. It's very easy for us to look at our activity level and now increase our activity level. And then from there, we have our set target. So for the example that we gave earlier, it's roughly a pound a week. So as we're starting to track things, we're going to look to decrease the amount of calories that we have, while we increase the activity that we have, to hit roughly a caloric output of 500 calories extra that we're burning, than we're putting into our system on every single given day. That's going to equate to 3,500 calories a week. 3,500 calories a week gets us roughly 1 pound of fat lost per week. If we're able to do that, again, here's that word again, consistently throughout the entire year, now we've lost our 50 pounds. Now, as we get into it, as we start to lose weight, what happens is then our basal metabolic rate, or the amount of calories that we burn just to sustain ourselves, also decreases. So that means that we will need to either, again, increase the activity level or decrease the calories that we're putting in. And this is going to be how you're going to set yourself up to consistently build out a program that you're going to be able to stick to not only accomplish whatever fitness goals you have today, but be able to manipulate it and adjust it to accomplish other fitness goals. Now, if you're very activity adverse, if you're not into working out, you're not into moving, you're very sedentary, what I highly recommend is you just start out by just walking, even walking in a pool, swimming, anything that can get you moving. If you like to dance, dance. It really doesn't matter. And if you don't know what you like, whether it's with your vegetables, which you should be eating a ton of vegetables, and You should be eating the ones that you enjoy the most. I'm a huge fan of peppers personally, but if you're onion or carrot person or whatever it is, you want to eat a ton of vegetables. It's very hard to overeat your vegetables. It's a huge volume food. But again, you want to figure out what you like. Just try different things. Mix it up until you find your solution, and that goes with the exercise too. If you start out and you say, hey, I'm going to walk every day, but you hate walking, you find it very boring, very redundant, it bothers your knees, your ankles, your hips, your lower back, well then, maybe we shift to swimming. If we don't like swimming, maybe we don't know how to swim, then maybe we go to rowing, maybe we go to biking, maybe we go to dancing and Zumba, maybe we start resistance training. If you could get to resistance training, and again, in a safe, comfortable form that you enjoy, you're a rock star right then and there. However, we want to just start to build and lean into the behaviors that we enjoy, which is going to make it easier for us to continue the program for the long term. Now, whatever it is that inspired you to look up how to lose weight and get in better shape, awesome. Congratulations. That is literally the hardest step, is to decide that you want to see a change in your body. Now that you've made that decision, start to follow and learn about your own particular body. Sustain the program and follow through and get the results that you need. My name is Enrico Fiornelli. I'm the Fitness Sensei. I hope I taught you a little bit something about fitness today. I'll catch you guys later.